I have the app right here in my hands. Now, it tracks your location and you drop a pin if you see federal ICE agents. Now, people I spoke with say a great thing about the app is anybody can report something on it, but the accessibility comes as a double-edged sword.
It's always something we need to stay on top of and be aware of as a community.
Deportation fears aren't new in OKC or really anywhere in the U.S. right now.
We're always very supportive of the community standing up for itself and doing what it thinks it's necessary to protect itself.
But local groups say they are concerned about an app rising in popularity that's advertised as a way to spot ICE and report it. Problem is, it doesn't really have a vetting system. Anybody without a login just drops a pin and says they saw ICE there. The user can then get notifications on their phone and avoid the area. But a lot of times, it could just be something closer to a routine traffic stop.
There's concerns of who is verifying this information, who can post this information, and just is there a chain to, if it's confirmed fake information, how do we remove it?
ICE calls it dangerous. When CNN reported on the app, the acting director said assaults are already up for his agents, and this just makes matters worse. We reached out to the Mexican consulate of OKC, who declined to comment directly on the app, but did tell us it's important for the community to be informed, but to be wary of misinformation on social media that spreads to the psychological stress in the community. Now, we want to make it very clear. ICE raids and arrests are definitely happening a lot more in and around OKC. KOCO found data tracked through Syracuse University that shows more than 1,000 undocumented people have been deported in Oklahoma between January and March of this year alone. This is video of a chase that happened around 23rd and Portland, and you see an ICE agent on scene here. One of the more prominent cases recently, this is Jose Melgar Rivas, a Honduran national who was arrested July 15th. Agents say he assaulted an officer by placing his vehicle in drive and accelerating with the agent dragging along for about half a block. Immigration attorney Melissa Lujan tells us from what she's seen, ICE arrests are targeted, not just picking someone up off the street or raiding random work sites.
We've seen them stop a van and take the whole van of workers. We've seen them going after a target, meaning somebody who has a crime or a past order that makes them a priority.
Meaning, as long as someone isn't doing something wrong.
If people are following the law, it's safe. I would not be driving without a driver's license. I wouldn't be drinking in public. I wouldn't be doing those type of things.
I did reach out to the local ICE office asking about the app and some of these raids that I found listed here. I'm still waiting to hear back tonight. I also reached out to the app creator as well, also waiting to hear back. Live in the newsroom, Chantal Navarro, KOCO 5 News.